Everybody, Stephanie here. I want to say Happy New Year to you. 2022 is going to be absolutely amazing. And so the Lord really was dealing with me about, of course, the year 2022 and beyond. And so he was giving me, he was saying to me, total restoration, harvest, in abundance. But he also said, this is the year of the sent ones, the sent ones. And so, of course, he gives me scripture. And I'm going to start with Psalms 145, 10 through 12. And it reads, all your works shall give thanks to you, O Lord, and all your saints shall bless you. Verse 11, they shall speak of the glory of your kingdom and tell of your power, to make known the children of man your mighty deeds and the glorious splendor of your kingdom. And then he gave me John 17 and 18. And Jesus said, as you sent me into the world, I also have sent them into the world. In Matthew 6 and 10, thy kingdom come, thy will be done in earth as it is in heaven. And the last verse is Psalms 30 and 5. Weeping may endure for a night, but joy comes in the morning. Joy comes in the morning. And so many things are going to be happening in 2022. And I really just felt like it was a year of jubilee, of total restoration. It reminds me of the word that I gave where the Lord was saying, I am restoring you like it never happened. You're only going up from here. Your pit season is over. And so please check that out. I'm sure it's going to bless you because the Lord really had me share this again because he does not want your past disappointments to go into the new year. He don't want your past disappointments to go into your new year. So he's going to restore you like it never happened, okay? And so just be mindful of that. Let that go, okay? The past is the past, and I know it's hard, but we have to move forward. And so, yeah, God wants you encouraged. He really wants us encouraged, and he wants us to be in expectation of what he is doing in this year, okay? He's really setting many of us up for generations to come. And for some, the Lord is even saying, I promise you, things are about to make sense. I promise you, things are about to make sense. Okay? And so again, many things are going to happen in 2022. Total restoration, harvest, abundance. But yes, many changes are coming in the economy. Okay, food, medication. You know, food is really going to be very expensive. So store up on food and store up on necessary items, okay? I hope you've been storing up, okay? And also, our money systems are changing. I mentioned this before, but digital currency is going to be used to pay for groceries, vehicles. Even a friend of mine had a vision of a particular crypto that was being used in the airports. You know, they were being used in the airport system. And then that crypto ended up skyrocketing. Okay? So God is showing us things before they happen. All right? So there is a wealth transfer taking place this year and beyond, because the Lord is causing provision to come to the vision that he gave you. The vision he gave you 10 years ago, 5 years ago, 20 years ago. He is giving you the provision in this hour, okay? because many of you have God has put on your heart to, to feed the homeless, to house so many people. You have such great responsibility. Many of you, the Lord is going to have you give away scholarships, all kinds of things. You're going to be building hospitals in different nations, and in this nation, medical centers. You guys have a lot of work to do. And so the Lord is providing provision, and he's going to connect you even with, I'll share that a little later, because he's going to be connecting you with kings and queens in different industries. And that's have to do with the 7 mountains of influence. Okay. So I'm going to get into that later. But the Lord is saying also the year of the sent ones. Some of your testimonies are going to be so mind-blowing that countless souls will be saved. Okay? Countless souls will be saved. The sent ones, some sent ones are those that he has chosen to rule and to reign on the 7 mountains of influence. Now that's media, that's religion, that's family, that's politics, okay? You're going to change and shift the nation, okay? And so the greatest example of this is the life of Joseph. A lot of people say, I don't see the 7 mountains. The life of Joseph is the perfect example of one that God has set on one of the 7 mountains of influence, okay? And so I really believe, like I said before, there is a decade of Joseph's arising, okay? I really believe that. So when he showed me the word sent one, and I was like, okay, Lord. And then I waited, and then he showed me another word, ambassadors. Ambassadors. And so ambassadors represents one country or government to another. Also, it is an authorized messenger or representative. So that he is raising many people up in this hour to be ambassadors of Christ. Okay? And so he also mentioned for the sent ones, the sent ones are apostolically, some are apostolic, okay? But it doesn't mean that you're an apostle, okay? Your testimony can just win millions of souls to Christ. Anything can happen. But he also wanted me to warn many of you, those that are soft-hardened. These things that you've been through has equipped you to be strong and to stand up under pressure, because the religious is going to hate you. You're going to be persecuted by the religious sector, by the religious people. I'm not talking about true religion. I'm talking about religious mindset people. Don't eat with them, but you're called to win them. You don't want me to sit and eat with them, but that's who I'm called to. Jesus was called to them, to win them, not to be all hooked up with them and sin with them. He went to win the lost. He was called to groups of people, okay? And so the religious people are going to hate you. He wants you to be prepared for this, because your calling and your assignment is different. Your calling and your assignment is different. So do not be surprised when somebody come up against you, or it may not even be as serious. Someone reached out to me, and I laugh about it. I don't take it seriously or personally. Someone mentioned, he was like, if you don't believe that the rapture ain't on September 22nd, then you're a false prophet. You a false prophet if you don't believe. Bruh, fam, we still here. We still here. Bless your heart, but we still here, okay? You know, but you can't take certain things personal, okay? You got to know how to emotionally, be centered. You have to be emotionally centered. And that's also a test, because a lot of people want to be in great leadership and do this and do that, but you can't even handle persecution. You can't handle being called certain names. It's going to happen, okay? So he's just wanting you to not expect it from everybody, but he just wants to, make you aware that the religious people is from the beginning. It's from the beginning. They've been doing this. They've been coming against the chosen for a long time. They came up against Jesus. They're going to come up against you. If it don't look the way they think it should look, then they're going to come up against you. But it's so weird how Jesus didn't tell John the Baptist, you baptizing wrong. He didn't go over in John the Baptist and say, you should have did this, if you ain't this and you ain't that. He didn't do that. He let John the Baptist be led, right? The way that he was led. They had the same goal. They operated differently, but they had the same goal. Okay? So just beware, all right? And just pray for them. Pray for them. Pray for them, okay? And so the Lord is sending plans, strategies, and provision for what he has shown you. And also, many of you kings and queens in major sectors are going to call upon you like they called upon Joseph, okay? They're going to call for your wisdom, your counsel, okay? And some of them are just going to be attracted to your joy, your peace. Whenever you're around, they feel peace, they feel laughter, they feel joy, and it's not you, it's the Christ in you. So some people are just going to be attracted to you. They're going to, reach out to you, and they're going to ask for wisdom. They're going to ask, why are you so peaceful? Why do you keep a smile on your face? How do you keep a smile on your face? Okay? And so God is sending some of us into dark places because we are the light. Okay, so some of you are going into different sectors. You're going into politics, Hollywood. He's sending you forth because you're ready. You know who you are. Very important. Before you go anywhere, you better know who you are. All right, and so Hollywood, and some of you guys, these people, especially in Hollywood, they need the God in you. So some of your relationships require privacy. So it's not about who you know or what they can do for you. It's not about that. This is about their soul, their life, their family. Okay? They have met enough scammers. Ooh, that's a whole word. They met enough scammers. Okay? They met enough people that always wanted something from them. But the Lord said you're going to provide something to them. And that's him. Okay? And so one day they're going to just ask, man, how? How do you do it? And that's going to be a door that you can give them Jesus Christ. Okay? And so I really believe the Lord is going to give me more concerning this word. It's just so much. But I really believe that the Lord is answering long-awaited prayers, long-awaited promises. And you're going to have a fulfillment of why you were born for such a time as this. Like Esther, when she walked up, she was like, man, this was why I was created. Joseph, this is why I had to go through, what I had to go through. And you're never going to go through it again, because the Lord is restoring you like it never happened. Okay. And so I'm just so excited with this word. And I know that he's doing it, not just for my life, but for yours. I've gotten some testimonies right before the end of the year. And I was like, yes, Lord, do it. But he's fulfilling his promises to you. And the Lord is just like, wow. Some of you, he is applauding you for staying so faithful. Even when it made no sense, you followed him. You were faithful. Even when you felt weak in faith, you were strong and you stood the test. And so the Lord is promoting you in this season. So stand still. He's doing it. He's doing it this year. Of course, some things are going to be happening, but make sure you guys are prayed up and using wisdom. Okay? If the Lord is telling you to go somewhere, okay, Lord, I'll go. Some of you are going to be called to dangerous places where outbreaks are, more COVID cases are. But you really have to be led of the Lord. Use the wisdom that he has given us. If he tells you to stay home, stay home. Stay home. Okay? All right. And so I really love you guys. I am praying for you. I'm interceding for you guys. I love you. I got to get back to some of your emails, probably in a couple days. And I love you. I'm praying for you. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. And many blessings to you. I love you guys. Bye.